Treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. And we're start of a new week. Of course, I'm broadcasting, as always, out of Tampa, Florida, and where the show originates and has for the last 15 years. But we are coast to coast, and we are around the world, literally, at an unprecedented time, right? And I hope you're all doing well with this coronavirus crisis and COVID-19 pandemic. There's all, I haven't, over the weekend, there's so much happens in one day, never mind over a weekend. And so we'll try to get caught up and report and bring you up to date. I'm sure that most of you are listening to the news or watching the news, maybe not. Some people have written to me and said they appreciate the updates. My updates are straight ahead reporting and give it to you as it unfolds. No guest today, so we have a lot of space for you. This is a safe space and it is a learning space. So you're always invited, more than invited. It is my hope that you will call the show and make contact. And we have any number of ways to do that, as I always say. And Katie usually is tasked with that chore of sharing with you how to do that. Katie, hope you're doing well. Nice to see you on the radio. Reggie, hope you're doing well as well. And maybe you can tell the folks how to, the audience member, how he or she can connect with this show.
I absolutely can do that. You can always give us a call on 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always email Dr. Garko personally as well. His email is Dr. Garko, that's Garko, at letstalknutrition.com. And if you head over to letstalknutrition.com, that's where you can listen to all of our past shows. They're archived for you. They're sorted by date and title, so we make them very easy for you to listen to. You can also watch the show on youtube.com. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition, or if you head over to our Facebook page, and you can send us a message on any of those platforms if you have a question or comment, and we'll get back with you and address it.
Yeah, any of those platforms. How are we doing on these platforms, by the way? You're in touch with all the social media. We have podcasts and whatnot.
We're doing good. People are still listening.
That's hopefully watching too, right?
Yes, watching as well.
Yeah. Anything new in the world of, I don't know how you feel about this, Katie. Social media was intended to connect people, but in some ways, social media is not very social or connective. At least that's my observation. It seems to distance people from one another in any number of ways. But how do you feel about that? What did you mean? You're part of that. Um, you know, millennials that are dialed into all this. I'm pretty dialed in myself. in spite of my ancient status. Um, how do you feel about what I just said?
I mean, I think it's true. It's meant to connect us. I think social media does two different things. That's a hard thing to touch on because it's hit or miss. Like sometimes I see social media doing such great things and I'm so grateful for it. And then other times I see it completely destroying us as a society and I think, why do we have this? So it's good for some things and absolutely awful for some other things. It's just there's no happy medium for it, you know?
Mhm.
If people would use it for what it's supposed to be used for, social media would be great, but unfortunately, there's people who use social media for the wrong
What do you what
reasons.
do you what do you think is what do you think the purpose of social media is?
I think it's just to stay connected. Like personally, I use social media to stay connected with my friends or family, or, I have a lot of family in upstate New York. So it's just a social platform where I can hang out with my friends and family without actually having to hang out with them. And I get to stay up to date with their lives. I know what's going on. So I just use it as a way to connect with my friends and family.
Are y'all using like Zoom calls and stuff like that with family?
No, I don't use, I do, I mean, I use them for work, but no.
How do you think social media is being misused?
Oh gosh, I think there's a million ways people are misusing it. I mean, bullying more than anything. People post a picture of themselves and the world sees that. Oh wow, I don't know if you can hear that thunder if it came through the radio,
Yeah,
but
I
I
just
heard
heard.
wow,
it.
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
shook the whole building.
It
Wow,
wasn't even raining a couple minutes ago, and I heard it
we're
like as
on
soon as it started.
we're on tornado warning, but
Oh wow.
off. I got off the point there. Um, you know, people can post a picture and that opens you up for people to pinpoint what they don't like about you. And there are people on the internet who do things like that. So, someone may post a picture to let them know that they're at the beach with their family. And then there's the mean people on the internet who tear it apart. So I think that social media is misused for a lot. Also, a lot of fake news spread on social media. People don't do their research before they share stories and articles, and that's huge on social media.
It has become a cauldron for conspiracy theories,
Absolutely.
and that has not served people well, in my
During
opinion.
during times like these, it's so hard to pinpoint if social media is helping or doing more damage. Right now, I think it's honestly doing more damage than anything because it's got people believing the most obscene things. I mean, people believe this is all a conspiracy theory because of some article they read online. It's insane, but in the same sense, social media is great because it's people keeping informed on some real news. So, it's
Well,
so hard.
it's far from a hoax or a conspiracy. Nearly 1.5 million cases have now been reported, Katie, in the United States, and the death toll
Wow.
is approaching 90,000. 3
Insane.
months ago, there may have been 19,000, whatever. When I started reporting on this, it wasn't very. You go back and look 3 months ago. I don't know if you can find it. What were the number of deaths in the United States 3 months ago, or even 2 months ago? Just see if you can find that. We're now at we're now at 90,000, and this is not done, and it's going to continue. Health officials are doubling down on their warnings. It's being reported about mass gatherings as more U.S. venues reopen. They have reopened in Florida too. For example, restaurants in Florida, Florida's Broward and Miami-Dade counties are now given the green light to reopen. Restaurants, as I said, in Florida's Broward and Miami-Dade counties will be allowed to reopen today at 50% capacity. Other businesses will reopen in Broward County starting today include retail stores, barbershops, drive-in movie theaters. All establishments will be allowed to reopen, will have restrictions. Why? God, I hope so.
I just want to pinpoint something you said a few minutes ago. You wanted me to go back and read coronavirus. On February
Hmm?
1st, the U.S. reported its eighth case. It was a man from Boston, number eight
Thank you.
on February 1st.
Thank
That's
you very
insane.
much, Katie. That's exactly right. February, March, April, May. We're talking 4 months. And within 4 months, we went from February 1st, you said 8 cases, to now May 18th, 90,000 deaths, 90,000 deaths. How many deaths were there in on February 1st? Was that just the infection, or was
Yeah,
that it? Was huh?
I'm not sure. That was just its reported case. It was just so
Okay,
early
those
then.
are just cases. So it couldn't have been. Was anybody in Florida or around the country? How many deaths were there back in March? Let's say March. We'll go to March. In the month of March, how many deaths were reported in the U.S.? We come back, we'll talk some more. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
We are back from the break, and I'm glad you're there. I'm glad to be here with you. Thank you for tuning into the show. You can listen, you can watch, as Katie always tells you, all the different platforms. By the way, at letstalknutrition.com, you click on show schedule, you will see that you'll be able to listen to the shows, and you can download those MP3 files. Some people do that, and then listen to the show later on their phone or wherever, just to give you a heads up. We have the technology. Trying to bring us up to date here, all but two on the coronavirus crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic. All but 2 states have now started reopening. Connecticut and Massachusetts, interesting, they're right there together, are the only 2 with all restrictions still in place. That's remarkable. We'll see. Some of the states began limiting gatherings, while others have allowed restaurants, like here in Florida in a couple of counties, and some businesses to reopen their doors with caution. Note the word caution. And while many parts of the country have expressed hope about their number of cases seemingly slowing, other states have reported increases. So it's a mixed bag. This is an experiment, and guess what? We are the subjects of the experiment. A study confirms that social distancing works to limit the spread of the virus. A new study has found that social distancing worked to limit the spread of coronavirus in the United States and may have prevented tens of millions of infections. 100%. No doubt about that in my mind. None. We're looking for some sophisticated solution to an ancient microbial killer virus. And, I find it profoundly ironic that simple things, washing your hands often and thoroughly, keeping your hands away from your face, wearing a mask out in public, wearing gloves, practicing physical distancing. These are not elegant, complicated tactics or strategies. These are simple things, but they work. In the more complicated realm, a vaccine is also part, some would claim, of a solution to the problem. And I'll report on about that in a minute. Without any social distancing measures at all, the number of coronavirus cases in the U.S. could have been 30 times higher. This is according to the researchers who have done this study. And they said, quote, "Our paper illustrates the potential danger of exponential spread in the absence of interventions providing relevant information to strategies for restarting economic activity," close quote. These researchers estimated the effects of social distancing by comparing coronavirus cases in counties with and without a number of social distancing measures. That's not an easy study to do. Shelter-in-place orders and the closure of restaurants and bars seem particularly effective at slowing the spread of the virus, the researchers discovered in the study. Why? Because when you're out collected in small groups close together or large groups close together, it's easy to spread the virus. That's how the virus survives. It's looking for a host. Bans on large events and the closure of public schools alone didn't seem to affect the growth rate, according to the study. Quote, our results argue against returning to partial measures to school closures and restrictions on large gatherings while removing the restrictions that prevent the redirection of social activity to other settings, close quote. Hmm. They're not fond of the idea of partial measures. They go back to first principles, apparently, from this study. That's what the data seem to suggest. In terms of virus development, Moderna is a company that is involved in trying to come up with. They're in Cambridge, Massachusetts, by the way, and they're trying to come up with a vaccine. And apparently, early results from a trial um, showed that participants in the trial developed antibodies when they were vaccinated or injected with the vaccine. Subjects who received the Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine had positive early results. They said that in a press release today. Moderna is a biotech company, a biotechnology company, which partnered with the National Institutes of Health to develop the vaccine. These are early data. These are from a phase 1 clinical trial. So you have to be cautious, which typically studies a small number of people. The sample size isn't all that large, and focus on whether a vaccine is safe. They're just trying to figure out, is it safe? Hopefully that won't harm or kill people. The information has not been peer-reviewed nor published in a medical journal. They're doing this at rapid pace. No time for niceties, I guess, right? Moderna, who, as I said, is based in Cambridge, Massachusetts, is one of 8 developers worldwide already doing human clinical trials of potential vaccines against this virus. We got a few more seconds left in this block. Come back, I'll tell you the 2 ways to get antibodies.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
1250 WHN.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. And you're listening and watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Part of my responsibility in producing and hosting this show is to be a journalist and to report and to keep you apprised of what is happening with this coronavirus. In case you're wondering, we are now at 90,000 deaths. On March the 1st, 2020, March the 1st, March, April, May, talking about 3 months. Okay? That's all, just 3 months. In the United States, there were 89 confirmed deaths on March the 1st. The United States reported on that day, reported the second confirmed death in Washington State. I remember reporting on that. Then the first cases in Rhode Island, Florida, and New York were confirmed. The authorities confirmed 21 more cases in total, and that brings the total to 89. That was March the 1st. We're now at 90,000. This virus spreads at the speed of light. And I am 100% convinced that all of the measures that so many people practiced over these months saved tens, maybe, I don't know how many thousands or tens of thousands of lives. We may be, we could have been maybe close to 1 million deaths. I don't know. but we have 90 is plenty, even with all that was done. So can you imagine without social distancing and all of these, you know, physical distancing, as I call it, sheltering in place, wearing masks, being careful, avoiding small crowds and large crowds, it would have been off the chain. So we in that sense we did well.
But
But
aren't
the
you worried
virus,
about stuff opening back up though, and it getting
what's that?
worse? I was saying, are you
What's that?
worried about things opening up like right now, like
Yes,
beaches and all that stuff? Because it is at
I am.
90,000, but I remember like a couple months ago you reporting that maybe we could get up to 100,000 to 200,000 deaths, right?
I said that. Yes.
So
I
with it being at 90,000 now, and it wasn't. That's like probably what was it last week? I got to figure out what it was last week to give you like a
I can
number.
look. We can check.
But
It's growing. Thousands die every day, Reg. And to your question, is the reopening risky? Reopening is risky business, no question. But if it's done, New York is figuring it out. California has figured it out. Other places in Europe have figured it out how to reopen in a safe way. And so, that's what we have to do. But uh, yeah, it is just remarkable. 89 on March the 1st in the United States, there were only 89 confirmed deaths. I say only. Those were 89 human beings with family, friends, and loved ones. Yeah. Lest we forget, these statistics are people. But now we're at 90,000 and it's going to go up. So I'm just saying 877 897 8255, 877 897 TALK. By the way, in case you're wondering too, I'm here at worldometers.com. I recommend that website. Russia is in at number 2 now. It has 290,000 cases. Spain is at number 3. Brazil, number 4. UK is 5. Italy, 6. France is 7. Germany, 8. Turkey is 9. Iran is 10. Those are the top 10 in total cases. And the number of deaths, it's just remarkable. U.S. is 1, and I'm just quickly looking. It looks like UK may be 2, number 2, Italy number 3, France number 4, Spain number 5, maybe. I'm looking roughly at these numbers. Qatar. You know how many people died in Qatar? 15. Unbelievable. Only 15. Belarus, only 171. Singapore, this is remarkable. Total number of deaths in Singapore, 22. 22. What was going on in Singapore? What were they doing? I'm looking at some of these numbers here. Egypt, 633. Norway, 233 people have died. Bahrain, 12 people. Afghanistan, 173. Australia, these are big countries. Australia's a big country. It's spread out. 99 people have died. That's all. Compared to where we are at 90,000. 99 in Australia. And there are reasons for that. There are reasons for that. Azerbaijan, 39. Thailand, 56. Uzbekistan, 13. These countries, their populations aren't as big. Their geography and the way they're laid out are different. We have a lot of people and congested, gathered together, and contracted into a small space. So that, like New York, Manhattan, which was the epicenter. This is remarkable what we're experiencing, but all in all, I think the people in the country have done a remarkable job on an individual basis in trying to do better. Are there exceptions? Yes. Some people have been reckless. Remember spring break, all those people on the beaches? How many of them got sick and spread it? That was irresponsible.
And they
But
just
on the
opened it up
whole,
this week. I mean, this weekend Clearwater Beach was packed this weekend. Crazy.
if they're practicing social distancing, I don't know. If they're out there, slow dancing together.
I saw people were like taking seaweed and different things from the beach and marking themselves in a box. And I was laughing, but it's actually quite smart. Mark your territory where you're going to be and don't let anybody come in it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
So
at
that
the beach.
where
Yep.
they were on the beach, sitting in their lounge chair on a blanket,
Yeah,
they marked it off. They marked it off with seaweed.
some people did it with seaweed. Some people did it with a stick and just drew in the sand. Either way, I mean, that's smart.
Mm. We live in Florida. How many times have you been to the beach in the last year, Katie?
Twice, maybe.
I can answer. You know how many times I've been?
0.
0. Oh, you are listening. You are watching Let's Talk Nutrition. I'm going to talk about toxic elements. Uh-oh. You're going to learn a lot. I've learned a lot. I'll share it with you.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation. And it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
What is inflammation?
TalkNutrition.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm going to spend a good portion of the remainder of the show. We have one more block in this hour. And in the second hour, talking with you, I think this is important for us to learn something about and know something about and know what to do about it. What I'm referring to is toxic elements that we encounter in our life, and where do these toxic elements come from? How do they affect us? How can you test for them? What can you do about it? In this one course that I'm taking is called Functional Medicine Nutrition, and the professor in the course is rather famous, Dr. Richard Lord. He, some say he literally wrote the book on this topic. In fact, he did write a book on it called Laboratory Evaluations for Integrative and Functional Medicine. It's quite remarkable when you get into this, what you learn and how much peril a person can be in and not even know it with respect to these toxic elements and nutrient and toxic elements. So we're going to talk about that today, and you're always invited to call the show and be part of the conversation. I've written several articles on this, and you can find them on my website. Each year, this is just one source of these toxic elements. By the way, you can get in touch with and become in contact with these toxic elements in any number of ways, through your diet and through other avenues and pathways. But we'll try to get into that. But each year, the United States industry uses billions of pounds of toxic chemicals to produce the nation's goods and services. That's a fact. And the release of these chemicals get released when? Well, while they're being transported, when they're stored, when they're used, when they're disposed as waste. And these toxic chemicals can potentially harm human health and our environment. There are more than 75,000 chemical substances that are used for manufacturing and industrial purposes. And you can go to the Toxic Substances Control Act, the Environmental Protection Agency. You can go to their website and you can learn all about these chemical substances for manufacturing and industrial purposes. They have what's called a master inventory list of toxic chemicals published by the Office of Pollution Prevention and Toxics. Also, based on the most recent available data on toxic chemicals released into the environment, reported in the EPA's toxic release inventory, there are about more than 22,000 facilities in the United States disposed of or otherwise discharged 4.25 million pounds of toxic chemicals into the environment back in 2006. That was into the land, the water, and the air. God knows what it is now. While at the same time, they handled and managed 24.4 billion pounds of chemicals using other waste management activities like recycling, energy recovery, treatment, etc. I mean, these numbers, the depth and breadth, and I'm just talking about these toxic chemicals, the depth and breadth of their prevalence is remarkable. And the depth and breadth of their effect on our health is remarkable as well. And at the risk of sounding somewhat alarmist, it is an understatement to say that we live in a toxic world with our health being put at greater risk because of the extraordinary amount of toxic chemicals being released into the environment, and thereby it contributing to this ever increasing toxic burden within each of us. You and I right now, and I've never met many of you in person, thousands of you, but I'm telling you, if you went and got tested, you might be shocked to find that you're carrying a body burden of chemicals that you don't even know they're in your body. And I would be just as surprised. And the potential for these chemicals to undermine our health, and in terms of disease formation and accelerating aging, is astonishing. Just it's mind-blowing. And when you get a heavy concentrated dose of this in terms of academic training in a course like the one course I'm in called Functional Medicine Nutrition, and you spend time looking at these toxic elements, nutrient and toxic elements, you're stunned. Yeah, it's information and you have to learn it, but when you start to think about what are the implications here, what are the implications? So there's a way to think about this. We have elements. There are major elements, trace elements, and so on. Major elements like calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, and phosphorus are affected by toxic exposure. Then you have trace elements, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, iodine, selenium, molybdenum, chromium, cobalt. Those are trace elements. And then you have toxic elements, general mechanism, like aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury. I'm going to talk about some of these today. And I'll try to share with you some of the things I have learned and maybe help to inform you as well. It's it truly is intriguing to see. And you can assess, what is your calcium level, magnesium, potassium, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, molybdenum, selenium levels, chromium. Where are you with all of that? Most people don't even know. You can get tested and you can find out. LTN, coast to coast and globally. It is a toxic world. We have to figure it out.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Fractures caused by osteoporosis occur every 15 seconds, with 50% of women and 20% of men over the age of 50 suffering a bone fracture. First Creation Bone Health with Herculife contains a clinically tested and proven formula to increase bone density. Bone Health with Herculife contains calcium, vitamin K2, vitamin D, and Herculife curcumin, a patented and clinically tested form of turmeric. Calcium helps keep your bones strong. Vitamin D and vitamin K2 together help with calcium absorption, leading to the strengthening of your bones. And finally, Herculife curcumin, a highly absorbable form of turmeric, reduces inflammation and increases joint flexibility, allowing you to move and be more active. Go to bone50.com and order Bone Health with Herculife. That's bone50.com. Take charge of your bone health and protect against osteoporosis with Bone Health with Herculife.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
My computer.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. This is early, very early in the week edition. In fact, we're coming right out of the blocks on a Monday. And it's raining here in Tampa, Florida, where the show originates. And I tell you this, and I mean it. I'm so delighted to be with you. 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. I could do 4 hours on the show, and we still wouldn't exhaust all that we could share. And today, I opened up, reporting on trying to bring people up to date on the coronavirus crisis and COVID-19 pandemic. That's a responsibility I think I need to really take care of. But it can't stay on that all day. We have to keep learning and keep growing and deal with other realities of life. And I'm going to spend this full hour with you, talking to you about nutritionally essential chemical elements. Notice my language, nutritionally essential chemical elements. And I'm also going to talk about toxic elements that can undermine nutritionally essential chemical elements. And I'll take my time. I'll try not to use too much jargon. I'm very conscious of that, and talk, in a language that even I can understand. This is a very important topic because nutritional or element deficiencies will undermine your health and put you at risk for disease and conditions that you would rather not have. This is a very important topic. Then you have not only nutrient or nutritional elements, but you have toxic elements as well. For example, aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury. What else you need to know is this, that there are methods of assessment where they can take hair, blood, urine samples and determine whether you are deficient or not in the nutrition elements or nutritionally essential chemical elements, or if you're high in some of the toxic elements, urine samples, hair samples, blood samples. And the science of assessment, laboratory assessment for these elements is pretty sophisticated. It's come a long way. There's a long way to go. It turns out that my professor for the course that I'm taking called Functional Medicine Nutrition is pretty famous indeed, Dr. Richard Lord. He's appropriately named, by the way. He is, when it comes to this, he is the Lord. He wrote the book called Laboratory Evaluations for Integrative and Functional Medicine. Dr. Lord is, he doesn't even know I'm talking about him. I'm just one of his students in his class. He probably doesn't even know who I am, and that's okay with me. He's had a remarkable career and has really done a lot to develop or to put these different assessments into practice, and then to share that with physicians and with students and with people generally. So the hope here is that you can get tested, and different analyses, some for some elements, whether they're toxic or not, sometimes it's better to use a hair analysis or a urine analysis or a blood analysis or assessment. It just depends. It's so I trust me when I tell you this. It can get so complicated and so deep and thick in the weeds. I'll try not to do that with you and share this with you. You need to know about this. You need to know about these nutritional essential chemical elements, and as well as the toxic elements. You have a question or two along the way, comment, or maybe you've had some of these tests done. Maybe you've had some tests done, for example, to check for aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, or mercury in your body. Trust me, you do not want these elements in your body in great quantities. You do not. If you've had some of these tests done, or if you've had some of the major elements or trace elements tested, calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, phosphorus, those are the major elements. Trace elements would be iron, zinc, copper, manganese, iodine, selenium, molybdenum, chromium, cobalt. You see many of these in your supplements, right? But many of these elements are found in food. And if you have deficiencies in some of these in these elements, like iron, you can end up with iron deficiency anemia. Iron is a trace element. I'll explain to you what a major element is, what a trace element is, and why I'm not calling them minerals. There's a reason for that. In the meanwhile, back at the studio, not the ranch, but the studio, Katie and Reggie are there doing yeoman's work. They've been to work every day, putting themselves at risk. Of course, the building is virtually empty. It's them and the Mises that are running around, all the mice. But nevertheless, they still put themselves at risk. Katie's going to tell you how to make contact with the show so I can connect with you.
Oh, she's on the phone right now. I got it.
Oh, she is?
877-897-8255. That's 877.
I told her not to have her boyfriend call when she was on. No, I'm just kidding.
If it was her cell phone, I'd be like, you might have a point, but I think she's actually on.
Hey, you guys. Poor Joe from St. Pete just had a question.
Didn't I tell you not to have your boyfriend call when you were on the air? Didn't I tell you that?
You did, but I didn't think you were paying attention.
That's a good point.
Joe from St. Pete. Joe from St. Pete probably thinks he just got an upgrade. He's like, wow, I gave her one call. I'm her boyfriend now.
It's awesome.
Go ahead. I'm messing with you. You know that, right?
I do.
Okay. You're a good sport. Katie's cool, man. Katie is cool. So is Reggie. They're cool. So we have Joe in St. Petersburg.
My boyfriend.
Okay, let's go to Joe. Then we'll have Katie do what I asked her to do. But we'll take Joe's call. Hey,
Okay.
Joe, welcome to the
All
show.
right,
It's great to have you on.
Hey, thank you, Doc. Hey, listen, about 4 years ago, I went to a doctor, Dr. DeCosmo. He does nutrition and everything else. He's a DO. And he tested me for minerals or metals in my body. You know,
Aluminum, arsenic,
and we
cadmium,
found out
lead,
that
and
I had an
mercury.
abundance amount of lead. So he started a intravenous chelation therapy. And I probably
100%.
had about, so you sit down for about an hour each treatment. And I was on for about maybe 40, 45 treatments. I was fortunate enough the insurance paid for it. And then I was tested again, and I was pretty well cleared of the lead, which I was, I didn't even know I had lead in my body.
Oh, I'm so glad you called. This is why I love the audience. And don't hang up the phone. If you do, I'm going to come down there without a mask and talk to you.
Very threatening today.
Don't hang up, Joe. This call is great. It's exactly what I'm going to talk about with you today. You heard what Joseph just said. I didn't even know I had lead in my body. And chelation is a valid, and we talked about it in my course. It's a valid therapy. We'll get into all of it. You're listening and watching Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. We do have a sense of humor. We can't take ourselves too seriously. After all, we're under a lot of stress, right? I'll be back.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking to you today about nutritional essential elements, chemical elements, and as well as toxic elements. This is a very deep, broad topic, and I'm not going to claim that we're going to get into this and cover it all. We're going to try to highlight a few things and try to make sense of a few things, and hopefully at the end you'll walk away better informed and more knowledgeable about all of it. And Joseph is on the phone. Repeat what you shared with the audience, Joe. and I'll pick it up from there. Joseph, you still around?
Bill, we need to check you out for some minerals in your body like lead, copper, silver, what do you call it? Lead. So I says, okay. So I did a urine test, and it came back positive that I had a lot of lead in my body. So he started a thing called chelation therapy, which I never knew about. And you sit on a chair for about an hour. It's intravenous. It's painless, and it goes through your whole system. And I did about 40, I think it was 40 or 45 treatments, and did a test again, and it came back. I had no lead in my system. I was amazed, and I felt, believe it or not, I felt a lot better. I didn't know that I had this in my system.
And that was just one of the toxic elements that can be quite detrimental to your health. And it's interesting. He tested you using a urine analysis, and
Yes.
I'll talk about that in a second here. You said you wanted to know. You said you felt terrible. I'm looking for something to share with you. All right, and let me tell you why you felt terrible. Lead. Lead toxicity. What are the symptoms when you have lead toxicity? Microcytic hypochromic anemia, renal dysfunction, kidney dysfunction, hypertension, anorexia, muscle discomfort, constipation, a metallic taste in your mouth. And if children get heavily dosed with lead, either through paint or whatever, they banned lead out in paint, their IQs are lower. And the body bird assessment, they can do it in a number of ways, Joseph. They can use whole blood, they can use serum, hair, or urinary porphyrins.
You know what, Doc? I
calcium-
did have a metal
What's
taste
that?
in my mouth. I always had that in my mouth, but I just thought it was some of my minerals or vitamins that I was taking.
See that this is great. I mean, this is wonderful. I'm so grateful that you called. That metallic taste was most likely associated with lead toxicity. Lead is a known toxin, and we've known about lead since antiquity. It's widely distributed in the environment, largely due to human activity. You had leaded gasoline was phased out in the early 80s, but lead is still found in the soil around highways. Lead paint was banned in 72, but the soil around many old homes, painted homes with lead-based paint, is contaminated with lead. Lead-based paint and its remnants remain the most significant source of lead exposure in our country among children living in older neighborhoods, even to this very day. Remodeling homes. Some people do that for a living, Joseph. That frees up lead dust, even from outside window frames, and it poses a significant exposure risk. People don't know that. Lead ingested by mothers can be passed on.
You know what, Doc? Hey, Doc, listen to this. When I was a kid, my dad used to have sheets of lead up in the attic. And you know how it folds real easy and stuff? And I remember playing with that lead a lot.
Ooh.
And, I probably had it on my fingers and put my fingers in my mouth and stuff, not realizing that it was so dangerous.
Absolutely. And people born back in the 40s and 50s, their homes were painted, the walls were painted with lead paint. And, the paint would chip. And sometimes children would eat those chips, put them in their mouth, get it on their hands. And it causes severe cognitive deficits. IQs are lower with children who've been exposed to, who suffer from lead exposure. You can also, Joseph, uptake and accumulation by crops. The crops grown in soil contaminated with lead and other toxic metals provides another human threatening exposure source. So when did you have the chelation therapy done?
Geez, it had to be about 4 years ago.
Real? Oh, was it all that long ago then?
Oh yeah, it was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't all that long ago. 4 years isn't long.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but I mean,
That's not
yeah,
too bad. I mean, so you did the chelation. Yeah. How long did you say a treatment was? An hour?
an hour. It was about an hour on a recline, intravenous, watch the TV, painless.
Mm-hmm.
I did 40. I think I did 40 or 45 treatments.
It took that many to clear you, didn't it?
I guess. I mean, I didn't know.
Did you feel better after the treatment?
Yes. Yeah, I felt 100% better.
No kidding. I wonder how many other people. We're all, Joe, we're really, all of us are walking around with a body burden of these toxic chemicals. We don't even know it. And that is really horrible. That you'd rather want to know. Believe it or not, other sources of lead exposure include certain herbal medicines, notably ones that come from China and India. And you have to be careful. A lot of people don't know this, but calcium supplements have long been a potential source of lead. That's why you should not buy these cheap, offline, off-market, off-brand kinds of calcium supplements. I keep saying that. So supplements is another source of lead. It's hard to believe. We come back, we'll talk some more. Joseph, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today, talking about nutrient elements and toxic elements. Probably going to focus a little bit more today on the toxic elements. So we're clear. I wanted to, you might be wondering, why am I not using the word minerals? The term mineral is used in many conversations, discussions, scholarly and otherwise, to refer to natural compounds that are formed through geological processes. In other words, minerals are those elements, those chemicals that are found in the Earth's crust, right? I'm using the more general term element because it's distinct to distinguish it from those found in the earth as those found in the human body. So I'm using the term element will be used for these chemicals that are found in the human body. The same may be said of toxic elements. I'm referring to the toxic elements that are found. When I use the word elements, I'm referring to those chemical compounds, or those chemicals rather, that are found in the human body. Minerals is reserved, at least, the way I've been being trained, to refer to the chemicals that are found in the Earth's crust. All right. So Joe called and he was talking about lead toxicity. Well, you have other elements that are toxic, right? You have aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, which we talked about, and mercury that are found in the human body. Let me share a couple of things with you about some of them. For example, aluminum. I can find my notes. I got so many notes here. Aluminum, it turns out that after oxygen and silicon, aluminum is the most abundant element in the Earth's crust. Um, Exposure to aluminum is quite widespread. You can get exposed to aluminum by food, water, air, and soil. No? Also, you will find aluminum used in beverage cans, cooking pots, siding of homes, roofing, aluminum foil, and airplanes. You're also going to find aluminum in antacids, buffered aspirin, food additives like in grains and cheeses, astringents, vaccinations, cat litter, antiperspirants, infant formula, baking soda. Aluminum is found. Aluminum has been detected in calcium, magnesium, and phosphate salts used in parenteral solutions. You might ask, what's a parenteral solution? Parental means needle insertion, and you can do that intramuscular, you can do it subcutaneous, intravenous, or intradermal. Aluminum has been found in lung tissue as a result of tobacco and cannabis smoke inhalation. Aluminum is used in water treatment facilities, concentration in community water supplies. Now, aluminum is absorbed in the acidic environment of your stomach and in regions of your proximal sections of your intestine. So, that's just some of the sources of aluminum. Let's take a call. Let's go to the coast of Maine. Ava, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Hi, how's it going
Hi.
here in Florida today?
It's raining here in Tampa, but you know what? It's better than the earth opening, so we'll take the rain.
There you go. It's all relative. My cousin is reopening her patio furniture store in Florida today. She's quite excited, and I really hope that things go smoothly and that people pay attention to what they're supposed to be doing. But it's all big experiment, I guess.
Where's her store? Where's her store? What town?
Her store is in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami in the Hollywood-Hallandale region of your fabulous state. So
yeah, I'm familiar with that area.
Yeah, and she's had that for 35 years. So of course she's eager to be back open. But as I said to her, perhaps you be proactive and you have everything available to those who might not be paying attention, like gloves and masks and yardsticks of 6 feet, whatever it takes,
Do you think, is she going to wear a mask?
Yeah, she's being vigilant. But it's like anything else. You can be, but what about your neighbor, your customer, the general situation? Now, where I live, everything's been closed in regards to beaches. But that's because we're a border state and we had a high influx of people thinking they were on vacation instead of at home quarantining. So they'd come up to Vacation Land, which is our name of our state. And there was no way to discern who was who, and they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. They were coming in groups. It was ridiculous. So
Connecticut and Massachusetts are still Ava, are still following the restrictions. They are the only two states that have not opened.
Well, yeah, because at least in Massachusetts, which is within an hour's reach, there's a lot of cases there, and it's concentrated, a lot of population, of course. But in your first hour, I just wanted to comment in regards to your kind of overall question about social media, positive, negative.
Yeah, hold your thought. I
Ironic.
want you to hold your thought. I want you to have an opportunity to fully express it. We're going to go into this last block. We'll have the LTN health question of the day, and we'll get Ava to comment on social media. I'm always interested in how people think and feel about social media. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bona provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Nutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's Let's Talk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Before we get back to Ava, here's the LTN health question of the day. I was talking about lead toxicity, and I reported that lead toxicity, what are some of the symptoms? Microcytic hypochromic anemia, kidney dysfunction, hypertension,